Throughout video game history, there were a modest amount of games that were published that challenge and surpass its predecessor, and no other example is as good as Soul Calibur 6. This game mainly takes elements from Soul Calibur 1 and Soul Calibur 2 and totally revamp it to be a very fun and exciting game. It will not disappoint. So here's my thoughts on this game.
You shall be sacrificed to the human race.
Come on, let's do this.
When it comes down to gameplay, this game plays very similar to Soul Calibur 1 and Soul Calibur 2, mainly because of the 8-way directional movements you could do in this game. You could run around your opponents, you could circle, get in a better position to attack your enemy. Soul Calibur 6 is very fluid in its animation as well. It is a very beautiful and aesthetically awesome game, and the movesets for each character are very well balanced, and that's something that really is good in the competitive fighting game scene. In my personal opinion, what makes this game really great is that it went back to its roots of Soul Calibur 1 and 2, and that's something the fans really desperately needed for this game to have. And yeah, it is a really fun game, and challenging as well. For the controls of this game, you have mainly 4 buttons you use the most. You have vertical slash, horizontal slash, kick, and guard. And these buttons will definitely help you turn the tide of battle when you're whooping your opponent's butt. Now, there are a few new controls to this game that are exclusive to Soul Calibur 6. One of them being the reversal edge, which is basically a rock, paper, scissors battle between you and your opponent. Now I'll show you how it works. When you use a vertical slash and your opponent uses horizontal, vertical wins. See? Look at that. When you use horizontal and your opponent uses kick, horizontal wins. And then finally, when you use kick and your opponent uses vertical, the kick wins.
I strike. Now we serve.
As far as you go. I'll decimate you. How cliche.
Another awesome ability you have exclusive to Soul Calibur 6 is the critical edge. Basically, it's a super move that you use when your meter is full, and it really deals out a devastating attack to your enemies. It is a lot of fun, and it really helps you in battle. Another technique that made a comeback is the Soul Charge. Basically, it's a superpower move that powers up your normal attacks and gives it EX elements. Now we're going to be talking about the story mode of the game. Now there's 2 stories. There's Chronicle of the Soul and Libra of Souls. Now Chronicle of the Soul is basically the retelling of Soul Calibur 1, kind of like a reinvention of the game. And basically you battle with the main story mode or each individual character's story. And it's pretty fascinating stuff.
It's okay.
The main story focuses on Keelik, Xianghua, and Maxi as they go on a journey to destroy Soul Edge and inevitably fight Inferno. And it's a really nice story. You basically fight through it, and then half the time you're watching like these beautiful 2D still shots of the characters and what they have to say and what they're doing. It's very aesthetically amazing.
I just couldn't resist.
Xianghua, could you hold on to it for me?
What? But
Please.
Okay. Thanks. I'll keep it safe.
Great.
In my honest opinion, the best story mode of this game is Libra of Souls. You get to create your own character and go on an RPG journey around the Eastern world. And it's really awesome, like very good graphics, very good RPG elements where you could buy weapons, you could buy items, use items, and they give you certain abilities. And yeah, like I said, you could customize your own character to go on these journeys, which is amazing. It makes you feel like an adventurer in this game. And it basically makes you feel like an artist too when you make your character look snazzy like me here. It's a really, really good feature to have in this game. And yeah, the journey is amazing and it's really deep. Like there's definitely hours upon hours of content in Libra of Souls. So yeah, you basically travel and you run into enemies on your way, and you have to beat them with certain criterias, and plus there's a morality scale. You could choose to make your character good or evil, depending on the decisions you make in this game. And it's pretty far out, really. And it's really cool too. In Libra of Souls, you can constantly change your character's martial arts style, depending on how you want to fight. You could buy weapons and obtain weapons through battles, and it gives you a wide spectrum of things you could do in this game. You could be like, hey, I want to fight like Geralt from The Witcher, but maybe the next battle I rather fight is Keelik with the staff. It gives you a lot of options, and that is beautiful. Yeah, the journey aspect of the game is amazing. You have a lot of dialogue with different people in the game that guide you on your quest throughout this RPG awesomeness. And now I'm going to fight and kick these vampires' butts. It's really cool. Words can't really describe how happy I am that they included these modes in this game for the first time. It kind of reminds me of Weapon Master from Soul Calibur 2 and Chronicle of the Swords from Soul Calibur 3, but better. I love fighting in the style of Geralt of Rivia in this game. Basically, he's a guest character from the Witcher series, and he really wrecks stuff up. He kind of got a little bit of magic, a little bit of martial arts, a little bit of swordsmanship. It's pretty fun stuff. So yeah, I'm killing these vampires because they're getting in my way, and I'm going to win gold pieces, and I can buy weapons, and I can travel more. This game's free roaming ability is off the hook. One feature that makes Soul Calibur 6 cooler than it already is the character customization mode. It was introduced in Soul Calibur 3 initially, back in the PS2 days, but it is really, really enhanced in Soul Calibur 6. You can make your character look like any way you want them to, and I love that type of variety to it. And yeah, basically, you could edit patterns, you could edit the color, add clothing, take away clothing, and it's pretty far out. They really, really did a good job with making the characters that you want to see in this game. You could also make your characters basically cosplay other, characters existing in the multimedia universe, I guess. It's pretty far out. But yeah, character customization is really sick in this game, and I highly recommend you check it out. You could create races, different races for the characters, and you can basically choose their fighting style, choose their clothing, and it's pretty damn deep, if you ask me. See, you could also do a random generation for characters too if you want to be lazy about it and not put in the work yourself. So yeah, like, look at this green dude, like, changing his appearance and all. Pretty awesome, right? When it comes to online play, this game is pretty freaking decent. You could basically take your character that you customize, or take one of the characters from the roster, and battle friends online, and it's really good. Like, the netcode is really decent in my opinion. I haven't had any lagging so far while playing online matches. However, I recommend you playing only people with 3 or more bars of connectivity, because otherwise it might lag a little bit. But that's with any game in general, really. One feature that I love about playing online is seeing your friends and your rivals customize characters and battling out, and you get to show off your own as well. It's really, really cool to see the variety out there, and it really adds a challenge too. Online gameplay, because the game is so well balanced, there isn't too much of an issue with difficulty. Anyone can pick it up and learn how to play this game, and the controls are easy enough that it doesn't overwhelm new players to enter the fray, especially beginners and junk. Like, it's very accessible. That's the easiest way to sum it up. If you have trouble at first and you get your ass kicked, well, keep playing and you will get better. If you put in the hours and you put in the time, you will be shaped up to be a really good online competitor in this game. Hands down. And it's almost like with any game, really. You practice and you get better with it. And Soul Calibur 6 is no different. But yeah, whether you're playing online or the arcade mode, the game is very, very well balanced, really awesome, and yeah, this game is amazing. Words can't describe how happy this game makes me. And going back to the roots is a beautiful thing. And online gameplay on the PS4, the Xbox One, the PC is definitely the way to go. This is the first time, in my opinion, my perspective at least, that Soul Calibur really, really rocks socks with the online scene. And it's really damn cool. With my final verdict, I gotta say, you have to get this game. If you're a fighting game fan and you like something challenging but not overbearingly difficult, this game is right for you. If you like robust story mode or single player modes, this game is right for you. And same thing with the online gameplay and, you know, the RPG elements of Libra of the Souls. Like, there's just so much that went into this game at launch that this is something you should not pass up on. And if you like weapons and fighting and all that junk, you will definitely fall in love with Soul Calibur 6. I highly recommend it, and I believe it is the best game of 2018. Hands down. Best fighting game, I mean. I mean, there's other titles out there that aren't the fighting game genre that are pretty damn good too. So you guys take care. FGF Chris signing out. Later.